Hey guys, 4C here. Hope you had an awesome day. I'm going to make a video about a subject that has been discussed since the beginning of time, I'm sure. And this is the issue of dark skin versus light skin, or light skin versus dark skin. Now, what is prompting me to make this video is that I had a pretty intense conversation with a young lady who is dark skinned regarding some of the observances that she is now making as she's coming into womanhood with regards to how dark skinned women, I'm only going to deal specifically with women in this video, versus light-skinned women. Quite honestly, I'm still sort of in the middle of the emotion of the conversation because I'm just really so sick of this conversation, and I am sick of a number of things in connection with this issue. Now, just given my personal experience, I'm a lady of a particular age, and it was going on back when I was in school in the 80s, and I remember seeing like a lot of the light-skinned girls in the school getting more attention and were considered prettier and so forth and so on versus the dark-skinned girls. And I'm going to try to break what I observed down a little bit. And I'm going to be all over the place because I've just had it with this. Let's say if you saw a light-skinned girl and a dark-skinned girl, they were equally pretty. And they both had short hair. Automatically, the light-skinned girl was prettier. She could be growing in a chin-strap beard, but she was prettier because she was light-skinned. If you guys want to go back and forth, let's say when I was in middle school, her ace was, well, at least I ain't black. Or you're, black, nappy head self or whatever. Then you have another category of girls. Light skin and dark skin. Each has long hair. They are both perceived as prettier because they had the long hair. But the light-skinned girl always felt she had one up on the dark-skinned girl because she was light-skinned. And the dark-skinned girl with long hair would get, well, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Light-skinned girl, dark-skinned girl. Both pregnant at high school. Well, the light-skinned girl must have been molested or something must have happened to her. Dark-skinned girl, and this is going to be a raw video, she's a hoe. These are not exaggerations, before anyone says that. This is not me feeling sorry for myself or whatever, because I'm a dark-skinned woman, obviously. These are just observances. I personally observe these things. Fast forward 30 years, and I'm having this conversation today about dark skin versus light skin. Why am I having this conversation? So why do we still have to deal with these issues? Why can't each person, each race, forget about other races, I'm sorry, I'm just going to go there. I'm dealing with the black race, in my opinions on this. Why can't we embrace all forms of beauty? Why does one form of beauty have to be escalated over another? I don't get it. And then people are going to get mad when you see the black woman with a man of a different race or whatever. When a lot of black guys are, they've been going in other directions for years. I mean, let's just go there. Look at what's going on with Bill Cosby right now. Wasn't too many of us in there. Let's look at Tiger Woods and that debacle. Well, Tiger was not really a man of color, he was Cambly Asian or whatever, but still, let's look at that debacle. Let's look at the NBA. Let's look at the NFL. Let's look at a lot of men of affluence and what's going on with that. We all have our choices, and they have their choices, and that's fine and dandy. But when a person, especially our youth, are looking at these people of influence and these examples, and they're not seeing dark-skinned women there, what does that say to them? I really believe that is part of why this whole light-skin, dark-skin thing perpetuates. I'm telling you right now, I'm a confident black woman. I have friends of, it's very cliche, many races, many shades. And we can have honest conversations. It is not that kind of party, but it's really exacerbating when you have to have this conversation with a young person at this day and age, and then people wonder why, well, they don't want to identify with black people because they're considered ghetto, or when people talk to them and they are like, say, well, you're not like other black people, and then they're hit with these preconceived notions about black people. The light-skin, dark-skin issue is a very complicated issue, and there's not enough time in this video. This would almost have to be like a round table type video, and hopefully as things progress, I'll have that forum that I'll make available so that it can be discussed, because this is really disheartening, especially now that I'm going on this natural hair journey. And let me say one thing too. I collect black dolls. Now, I don't know if I've said it before in a video, but I collect black dolls. I started off with, of course, the obligatory Barbie, which I love, Barbie, Christy, and all her friends. But I collect black rag dolls. Now, I have some of my girls here with me right now. Here's one. I named them all. I just can't remember right now. I'm just so pissed. And this is only 3 of them. Here's another. And actually, this is one of my favorite. I hate saying that, but Sunny. She's huge. And here's another. Now, this is only 3 of them. I have tons more. Well, not tons. I'll say like maybe 10 more just of the black rag dolls. And I have always been a person that's been embracive of black beauty, because I didn't see it being done in the media. And I knew as a child I identified with that. I remember looking at Barbie and loving Barbie, the Barbie head where you could decorate her hair and everything like that. But I wanted Christy. And it was because I was racist against Barbie. That's really far from the case. I wanted something that I could identify with. So go get me the Christy head. Just get me the Christy ballerina. Just get me something that I could identify with. And I really also get sort of sick of having to apologize for being proud of being a black woman. Just because someone is proud of their race, and don't even start me with a Confederate flag. That's another video. Just because someone is proud of their race does not make them a racist. It means they're embracive of who they are. And I really do, it could be a double standard or whatever, but I really do believe it is a different situation when you're dealing with black people, specifically black women, since we are not held up as the standard of beauty. That's it, there I said it. And I'm very tired of it. I'm very tired of seeing the majority of our NFL players, when they start making their money and all this and the other, they feel now they need their trophy wife, which is, I hate to say this, it's again a raw video, but I remember back in the day when at least, Pebbles or, Buddy DeBarge or Mariah or someone, they were held as like, okay, now I got me some money, now I got me this type of woman. They don't even have they're not even on a playing field anymore. That ain't even good enough anymore. They just hopped over the pond and said, oh, I'm on my way now. They don't even want that. Okay, so I think we better all take a look at this and see what's going on. This is a little bit rambly, but I'm really, really frustrated with this, because I can't believe it's still going on. And it's very sort of sad when you have to explain to someone that's on the cusp of womanhood, hey, look, you know, this sucks. One time it was mentioned to you that you're going to have to be strong. It was in preparation for this. And you have people overseas, and this can be inclusive of other races like India and people from certain parts of Asia and so forth, India of course, that are bleaching their skin. They're willing to risk chemical burns to bleach their skin because they feel that's the standard of beauty. We have to look at that as a society, as a humanity. We have to look at that and figure out what's going on. We're circling back to what's going on in the black community. I use the word black. If people find that's offensive, sorry, but I mean, I'm just of that age, just black is black. We have to look inward. We have to look inward. Why are we not supporting each other? You want the support when, yes, this is going to get ugly. You want the support when one of our men gets shot in the street by a police officer. But it seems like sometimes they don't support us. And don't you guys start this thing about I'm an angry black woman. It's not. Am I a frustrated one? Yes, because I'm tired of this whole conversation. What is it? What is the problem? Why does it not seem like we as black people are not inclusive of all of our hues? It makes no sense. The dark-skinned women aren't the only ones having all these babies out of wedlock. Sorry, Kourtney, but look at this Kourtney Kardashian. She's had 3 illegitimate children, and people are still riding her like she's a second coming. Kim was pregnant before she married what's-his-face, Kanye. What's that about? It seems like a lot of things that are negative are attached to dark skin. And that's not right, and that's not fair. And until we as black people, and I'm only dealing with us, get out of that mindset and start really valuing ourselves and what everybody has to bring to the table, it will always be the same. And God help me, even with a president that is black or half biracial with a dark-skinned wife, I still had to have a conversation today regarding dark skin and, hey, this is how it is. It is not fair. We can work to change it, but what you are going to have to do is be strong in yourself and value yourself and your beauty and understand not everybody thinks like that. That is a damn shame.